Hey guys, how's it going? I think my microphone is down. Hang on a second. This sucks. Screw off. uh, Making my... Ugh. As soon as I have, low on time, this happens. Wrong one. Recording devices. Levels. This always happens. Always, always. Okay, can you hear me now? They say. That's better. Stupid thing. Okay. So a new update is here. My son is just having a shower, so I figured I would take this advantage to try this out. And no, I don't want to do it there. Here, you go back to that. So let's see if these speeds have... I'll give one. Actually, that's going to do a stop at the Amtrak station, which sucks. I just realized that. Here. I don't even know what the speed limit is there, to be honest. Where's the other Amtrak? I don't see one. Oh, this update's gonna really well, not the update. The update's great. Here, let's just do it. We'll figure this out in a minute. So there's no sound here because I'm gonna keep this short and sweet anyways. So I want to keep the server at its normal level. I should have mentioned about the issues with some of the signals on here, but hopefully Mikey's watching this and he can explain this to me, because I don't understand what's going on these signals here. Not a big deal. It's okay. I just know not to use them, basically. So you got the signals coming out of here, and if you go, say, here, don't make sense. You see, they stay red. Now that one goes restricting, but I'm not 100% sure why, but I didn't think I can get anybody out of there either the other day. But at least I get something going. Yeah, it stays restricting. Whatever. Doesn't matter. It's this direction that's the worst. I think they'll leave here, but platform 2 seems to be an issue. So I'll stop that for now. So the update's out. This is good. When people are joining the server, one exception I'm going to make. I haven't really got into procedures yet, but deleting all these trains, or any train at a starting location, is fine by me. The whole idea of having the 24/7 and letting people let the things continue to spawn is so that trains are available if you want them, but trains will continue to spawn in whether or not somebody's on the server or not. That was the whole reason, because I don't think only the server can control that, so I want to keep that going. So that's what that's all about. So you can see the train's going into the station now, doing his thing. I'm just going to follow him for a bit. And yeah, the sound's not there, but that's okay. No, I didn't want to do that. Here. So what's going on with me is probably going to be the interesting part here. I'm going to follow this guy along here. Like right out here. Anyways, what's going on with me? So it's good that this fix is in. That should make... I'm gonna test that probably on Sunday. I'm here with my son in the weekend. He's just getting a shower, and then we're going to be watching some wrestling and enjoying the rest of our weekend. He's not into that. Last night, both of us were completely bored. He's not into Run8. I'm barely into Run8, to be quite honest. Yes, I'm having fun at Run8 at times. Hopefully, you know, things are going to be really slow for the fall. I am still in a situation that I can tell, and that is I'm becoming very bored of a lot of things very quickly. It's kind of interesting because my son was bored of it too. He didn't even want to do subsistence last night, and because he, you know, I would have done it with him just for the sake of doing it. Then we were talking about doing a new world. We didn't do it. Blah blah blah. And we sat there, and we were looking at new games. You know, new eye candy, new different things. I actually was showing him trains. He kind of liked it. And I said, yeah, but the only reason why you like it is because of the eye candy. You'll get bored of it after a while. You know, if it doesn't have an operation, if it doesn't have a purpose, if it doesn't have something. As far as running this server, it's not hurting me putting it up. It's not hurting. It's not causing a power consumption for me. It's not really doing much of anything. It's here. It's available. I should post the instructions as far as what all these symbols mean and the system that is available to you if you want to use it. It is available, but I just haven't got around to that yet. Maybe Monday I'll do that, just to see if I can stimulate some interest in this. If it's only me, then I'm not going to worry too much about it. I'm just going to do it whenever. I mean, Scott, I mean, he's been dealing with you know certain issues as well, both interest in Run8 and other issues, just like you know I'm dealing with certain issues. So I mean, as far as what's going on with me, it's a boredom issue, and I thought I had that filled, but it's not there yet. It's continuously coming back. I just recently my subscription, for example, to iRacing. Now iRacing I kind of liked. It was actually interesting, but there was parts of it that I didn't like, and that's why I gave that up. But I do think there's something out there for me. I really do. Unfortunately, there's nothing in Train Simulator that really gets going anything. He's going to hear me talking to myself and wondering what the hell am I doing. Hold on a second. Well, I'll tell you that in a second. Hey, buddy. Huh? Yeah, just if you hear me talking to myself, it's not that I've gone nuts. I'm doing a live stream. Did you hear me? Did you hear me?
What?
I said if you hear me talking to myself, it's not that I've gone nuts. I'm doing a live stream. Okay. Very good. I'm testing the new update. Because remember how the speeds were all screwed up? Never mind. He can't hear me that well. Now he knows how I feel. So yeah, he's picking up speed pretty quick. So anyways, this will add a more interest as far as dispatching wise goes, because hopefully I believe that will start changing some of the HPT values. Hopefully you'll get a little bit of bunching up. Dispatching will get interesting. The intermodals will come on to the other ones a little bit quicker. That'll, and dispatching's fairly, and I don't mind it being relaxing, because there's always other things I can do around the house. I can clean, I can do all kinds of things. But honestly, and this is kind of it's a catch-22. It's the Northeast is basically a very fairly simple to dispatch, except when the Amtraks are involved. Now, like I said before, you come onto the server and you get all these trains that are... The reason why that's happening is because this thing's running 24/7, and it's picking... it's spawning a train every two minutes to 1 hour. I believe there was a bug in that as well. See, now we're already up to 72 miles an hour, so obviously this new fix is good. So that's awesome. And I'm going to delete this train before it even gets to the other end, because we got too many Amtraks as it is. Well, we'll see. I'll probably hold them there. I might keep them in, who knows. But this'll create some interest. Not so much for the corridor, but once you get these trains coming into here and blending in with that, it'll be interesting. So it's nice to see the speeds back. That's good. Obviously, like I said, there was going to be a fix that they did. They did some other patches or whatever, and so that's all good. Did you clean a mess on the floor?
Yep.
Yeah, you did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You're all dry?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Awesome. Yeah, remember this issue that there was 55 miles and all the trains were stuck at 50? Yeah, they fixed it. That was part of the update, so I can fly at 100 miles an hour in my Amtrak again. Which is good. So what am I at? I'm at 86. There's at some point you start speeding up beyond that, but so yeah, anyways, I said I was doing a live stream, so I wanted people to understand what's going on. My son has really no interest in Run8, right?
No.
No. But you like trains.
I do.
Yeah, but I told you. Yeah, you warned me about the sailing thing, or whatever the hell, the fishing.
The fishing.
You warned me that I would get bored of that. You knew I was going to get bored of that. People have told me too. People have supposedly read my mind. Know that I'm going to get bored of this, or you're going to get bored of this. You're going to get bored of that, or some people have read my mind and actually said you're going to get tired. You're going to come back to Run8. What's interesting is Fishing Barents Sea. I actually ran the other night. I ran it for, I don't know, 20 minutes or so, and it was okay. But what's with all the people? It must be a hangout or something.
Looks like an old it looks like the same thing.
It's Folkestone.
Yeah, it looks like Folkestone.
It is. It is. There's a lot of assets that are copied over, but yeah, he's running pretty good. Oh, he's down to 75 now. I don't know. There must be various track conditions or something. I don't know what the hell. Maybe it's a 75 zone here. I'm not sure.
You said you were going at 6 a second ago.
It was. It slowed down. I don't know. There's different speed zones and stuff like that. Destination. Industry tags. So let's see. Yeah, it doesn't tell you back there. Sometimes it tells you the speed limits on these things. So, but whatever. I'm just testing it out. As long as it's doing something, I'm sure it's doing the right speed. It's just, I was just doing a little bit of a vlog, so people know what's going on with me. And yeah, for me personally, like I said, we were bored last night. Can you explain that?
Nah.
No, you can't. He can't even explain that. He can't explain why, subsistence he had no interest in. It was just like, oh, I gotta get another game. We gotta get another game, right? It's like, and then we get bored of that. I don't know what it is. If you guys got any interesting games out there that would be something that's gonna keep me interested for a while. I even got Flight Simulator again, and that was a joke. That was a while back. I got bored of that real quick. Real life stuff though is pretty cool.
I think I predicted you getting bored of Flight Simulator as well.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I think I predicted that one as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but what have you predicted with Run8? I
haven't predicted anything with Run8.
No, because you don't have a clue how I feel about Run8.
Nope,
half the time.
Clue. I have no clue.
Like, you don't know when I'm excited. You don't know when I'm like blah. Yeah.
Well, sometimes I know when you're excited.
Oh.
About it, cause like,
so do you think I'm excited right now?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, good guess. It's okay. But yeah, like I said though, for me, having the server up isn't hurting us, and it hasn't. We were watching streaming today. Doesn't hurt the server any. Which is good, and that was the whole reason why I wanted to test the server to begin with. And I tested it at first before I made the announcement, As far as I'm concerned, I'm going to try to keep the server available for two things. Number one, until the end of the year. I even, like I said, I did the sailing thing, and I remember how it used to shake and that. It did a little bit of that. Mm-hmm. So there might be some high-end stuff because it's non-sound mode, and all I do is minimize it, and it still runs. It runs throughout the week. I haven't had a reboot in several days, and I got a locked frame rate at 20. Mind you, I'm out in the middle of the boonies here. But no, everything seems to be fine. So that's good. See, we're back up to 82 again. I don't know the different speeds here, but I got everything else stopped. I'm not into dispatching. I know we want to watch our stuff. So you're just gonna lie around like that for a while, huh? Mm-hmm. All right, that's cool. But yeah, it's and the way I explain it, and I let me try to put this into words. I was running, or I was doing something the other night in Run 8, probably one of the last live streams that I did, and I felt that excitement. I felt that sense of, oh, this is cool. I get that once in a while. I still get that once in a while. I think it was running the hump and watching it work, and you know, remembering what things were like. I deleted a train accidentally, but that's okay. But those kind of things, I mean, it's there, but it doesn't sustain. Especially if I'm tired at night, and you know, suddenly the mind's not thinking about doing stuff like this, and it's just like, it's, you know, it's okay. We were looking at trains. I think it was, what the heck was it? Was it? Oh yeah, trains TANE or whatever the hell that stupid thing's called. A new era. Yeah, Trains a New Era. I think that's the latest version of Trains. But it looked cool because my son was into model railroads. And it's a glorified model railroad simulator. I actually own it somewhere. I think an older version is on one of my computers. And I said, you know, it's great and all, but look at these trains. They're all small. And then we watched somebody else's version of a local area, and he kind of liked it. But you know, the funny thing is, you like the building aspect of things, which I kind of do too. Although I've never really done much of it because Microsoft Train Simulator's version of that was so horrible to do routes or whatever. Oh, that's the junction right there. That's a flyover where it goes to the Shenandoah sub. You saw that bridge that we just crossed? That comes over to here, huh? It's pretty cool. That way the locals can come out here and do.
I never realized that CP went through here, and so many other railroads just came through this area.
Well, CP just, it doesn't run through here. CP. Let's see, and there you go. See, you're interested in the prototype. Well, that's.
Like, what's SH?
No, that's control point. That is CP though, or sorry, no, that isn't CP. You're mixing. CP rail's right here.
Yeah, I know. I see it.
So you got CP rail, and CP rail. That's all that's for.
I saw another railway, but I can't.
Well, no. You're thinking of some of the locals, and you're thinking some of the local. See, we're up to 107 right now. I was gonna say we're flying pretty good right now. That's and this is kind of cool. I mean, you know, I can easily dispatch myself one evening and put myself into a passenger car and be fulfilled enough to do other things. But there's other times where I want something mentally stimulating or challenging. And sometimes trains isn't it. We're coming up to the big bridge up here. And that's the line at Selkirk, huh? I don't know when trains spawn up there. Unfortunately they all spawn on this side of the bridge, which kind of sucks. I like the idea of them spawning down there. I mean, you know, where are you going to spawn it, because trains will run into each other type thing. But That would have been kind of cool. But mind you, I can have trains that go that way if I'm dispatching. But that'd be kind of neat. But yeah, it's a pretty cool. Now, what is it about Run 8 you don't like? You say you don't like the purpose.
I don't like that. I don't find a purpose.
You don't find a
purpose. Just running trains.
You're just running trains and you're operating and all that other stuff. So, what's the difference between this and trains?
I would. That's exactly what I was thinking at the end. I was like, what's the difference? And
exactly.
I would get bored of it, and that's why I said then I might get bored of it.
Yes, and I'm predicting you will.
Yeah.
But you still run Train Player every now and then.
Yeah, every now and then. Like I'll run.
Oh, okay.
I'll run Train Player.
But you can get easily bored of it though, huh?
Yes, easily.
Oh yeah.
Very easily.
Oh, very easily, yeah. Trains, I think the only thing that's got you excited is the ability with the building and the eye candy. Like I've got the shadows turned down quite a bit. I actually had to turn down my settings to get a nice lock frame rate. That was one of the things that I wanted to make sure that I had set up, but it's for me. I mean, I love the dispatching. I'm not just really dispatching right now. I'm just testing this out, but I love that aspect of it. What's this guy go? I forget if this guy's going. No, he's coming this way. Okay, well, I'm not going to worry about him. Because like I said, I'm just shooting the breeze here for a few minutes. But you told me once that you thought that there had to be a profit and loss thing or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's more of a tycoon game.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but what do you like about model railroading then?
I did at one point, but and eventually when you said that we were gonna have to quit that, I was actually realizing at that point that, like, what's the point? That was my.
Oh, really? So
after a while.
Yeah, but model railroading, you actually were getting to what's the point?
Yes.
Well, what's the point of going out and watching rail trains?
Because it's fun, I guess.
Okay. So what makes it more fun? Because there's more eye candy?
Probably.
Okay. So maybe that's why you like some of the other ones, because there's more eye candy.
Possibly.
Oh. I see. I don't know. You like trains, but yeah. Don't get me wrong. I have rail fans that are. I know rail fans who are personally not into any simulations. Yet they do have computers, but they just don't get into things. There is I think there was I thought there was a time where I wasn't into computer games for a little while, but most of since my teenagers I've been into computers. But I think I recall there was a time where I wasn't into it. Maybe that was called marriage. No.
Nah.
Well, how do you know?
Mom told me that you basically were on the computer most of the time.
Oh, maybe
that's what she told me.
Really? Yeah, she wasn't into the computers much.
She didn't like anything. She said.
Hmm?
She said she didn't like anything that you were doing on the computer.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, I can understand that. But, yeah, I mean... Man, there's a lot of dogs on this route. Barking at the train going by. Oh yeah, I turned off the sound. That can't be simulated dogs. So, but yeah, I mean, I should be back Sunday night, and hopefully I'll give some of the dispatching a chance. I mean, I have you till 9 o'clock at night, so I won't be going till at least 9:30. Yeah, hopefully Scott away, and what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get Scott's World. He's given me a lot of these files already. If he's got a world that he's already got in progress, that'll really give me a head start, because then I can run what he's doing and then kind of see if that's what's going to, get me going. Because all these trains that are set up, everything, all the spawn points, everything that's set up right now is now of Scott's and SMRY. So I basically told him, I says, if you want to come on the server and if you want to test out your stuff on the server, go ahead. Because I really don't want to change anything. I want to try somebody else's system for a while, and he's very prototypically, minded as far as different things. I mean, my only advice, and I keep everything. The only thing I changed was I changed the settings. I lowered the spawn times, or I increase the range. It's 2 minutes minimum, 60 minutes maximum. So you can't go any more than 60, and I wouldn't really want to at that point. And that's for the spawn points. And the only reason why I did that was because I have seen lulls in Buffalo of up to 2 hours in the afternoon. So I thought that'd be kind of a good one to do. Has it been 2 hours? We've had lulls as much as 2 hours in Buffalo one time, didn't we?
Nope, hour. An hour, I think an hour and a half is the longest.
Hour and a half is the longest?
Yeah.
Really? Buffalo's pretty good, so... Okay, so an hour and a half is the longest, so... Oh, I'm talking about 2 directions, so it can actually spawn in...
Oh, in 2 directions?
Yeah, it can spawn anywhere and not spawn for an hour, so maybe an hour is a little too much,
Usually
but...
what happens is there's like a big wall, and then also there's like crazy...
But see how they're spread out right now? I mean...
There's the other road. I was thinking about the NYSW.
Yeah, it's a short line.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. So you got different Mohawk, Adirondack, and Northern, and then NYSW. Yeah, NYSW has got a few, and then industries within DeWitt's yard limits here.
NYSAW.
Where's NYSAW?
NISA&W.
Oh, NYSNW.
Yeah.
Near. Oh, okay. Whatever. I don't know.
It says CN79 on that.
It says what?
It said CN79 on that.
CN79.
It's by the
CP79. Huh?
It's just CN79. And DTMF were.
No.
By the top NYSW.
I don't know what you're looking at, so forget it. But anyways, yeah. So we're coming into the stop signal at Albany. I'm going to delete this train. Yeah. So there's our train that's sitting there. He is headed the other way, so that's what I thought. I can't get one of these signals to get me a train coming out. Might be able to get them going in. I haven't figured that part out, but it looks like I can't get an eastbound signal here for whatever reason. But I do like the signals in trains, and I do like a little bit of the eye candy, but for me it's god awful. And Train Sim World, what do you think of that?
No.
No?
No.
Even all the eye candy?
Just eye candy, that's all it is.
How do you know?
I've seen so many videos, and practically every single one bored me half to death.
Why? Because you like switching and that?
Yeah.
Well, they have switching. It's just...
I know, but it's not very easy. And it bores me half to death.
Oh, I see.
I don't like how you just run a route and then, yeah.
You don't run a loop.
Run a route.
Oh, run a route, and yeah. You have your little you have your activities, and you run a route, and... No, I love getting into situations where I'm running and then I don't know what signals are coming. Of course, if I'm dispatching, that doesn't really help much.
I think I like Run8 better than Transfer Run8.
Oh, you probably do. That makes sense. But and I mean, I like Run8 more than any of them. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the idea of building a route, but then yeah, it was just. As much as the eye candy, and I guess Train Sim World came out on PlayStation 4, which we gave up for this steering wheel, but no, I just can't see it at this point. Do I want to even try to give these guys? No. We want to get going, huh?
Yeah, and I want to watch wrestling.
Yeah, you want to finish our wrestling and all that other stuff. And we got real stuff to do besides the simulated stuff. So Just to make sure, yes, the server is on. It is hosted. Everything is okay. I should put crew interaction on. I don't know what that means. I think that's more for me than anybody else, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. But yeah, you guys are free to come on here and you know, there's trains to run. There's actually some trains that will do switching. There is a little bit of humping that's still available right now at you know, there's some that are finishing up. I kind of screwed up, and I'll show you what I mean here. If you guys are in, there's a train that's, oh geez, I got to turn that off because that'll kill my frame rates big time. Avatar tags. Whoops, what was that? I never knew there was a button for that. Oh, okay. Yeah, so there's a train that's humping right there. The humps are working pretty good, I find. So far. You don't want me to hump the rest of this? No? No? Okay. Yeah, you see, he's getting bored. He's getting bored, right? Daddy! Daddy, David! Make it stop! So, yeah, there was thunder showers last night or something going through this area. It was pretty cool. Well, we didn't actually see them because my sound was off, so I didn't know what was happening. Okay, let me save the world here. I'm gonna save the world. RT server. Okay, it's saved. It is done for now. I saved the world again. Again? Yeah. You know, I do it all the time. Yeah. Fine. Okay, guys. So server's still 24/7 as far as I know. I'm going to keep it running at least until the new year. But the more interest I have in it, the more inspired I am going to be to keep it going. And until then, I mean, it's not hurting my bandwidth any. It's not hurting anything. I'm able to do everything that I'm able to do. So at this point, I'll continue to do it, and then I'll use it when I can. So I will have live streams. Hopefully I'll get the inspiration going. Hopefully others are interested, and I think that's going to inspire me more too. If people are interested, and I know people have been interested in the past, and then eventually I just lose interest. So, but you know, at least for now, and then like I said, I want to use RTS, the programming, to get in there and hopefully use this as a testing phase. So, but that's about as real as I can keep it right now. Anyways, I'm going to end this and get some real world stuff going. So have a good one, guys. Have a good rest of the weekend. I should be on tomorrow night if I have enough time tomorrow night, if not Monday. Have a good one. Talk to you later.